Good afternoon, everyone, those who are here and also in the Zoom. And welcome and thank you for joining us. Not only today, but continue every day from the beginning of this occasion. So today, all my Dharma brothers and sisters asked me to say a few words in this about our practice is Vajrasattva, the Vajrasattva practice, the deity of Vajrasattva, and duration of these 49 days. And there's questions about also the 49-day idea. So here and there, whatever I can, I will say a few words. If I sometimes I know what I want to say, but difficult to put in a sentence because my English is limited. But there is a helper here, translators. I can ask them if you can understand what I'm saying. This is a not formal Dharma talk or anything, it's just like a really family and Dharma brothers and sisters get together and answer their questions, whatever we know or whatever we heard. Sometimes these questions relate to the it's not necessarily profound, but also just culture. And this 49-day idea is just ordinary death. There is teaching said the 49 days, every week the deceased consciousness take different rebirth. And finally, because that consciousness is driven by karma, so have not much choice, but whatever the karma lead, and wherever is the destination of that life, and sometimes, many times, even 49 days, there is a finding birth, but then dying, and taking rebirth, dying like that. And finally, after 49 days, whatever karma is strong, is decide to find rebirth. And during that time, there is a chance to help this individual to find good rebirth. That's why kind of like set up schedule. During that time, there's a lot of opportunity to accumulate karma for the deceased ones and purify negative karma, whatever that individual accumulated in previous lifetime or this very lifetime. So that's why families and friends, whatever they have financially, just to accumulate positive karma. In this case, is different. It's not something doing and to purify negative karma for Rinpoche or accumulate positive karma for Rinpoche. But also this practice is also very crucial. You can say for Rinpoche's enlightened activities is continuous. It's not just something stopped. It's Rinpoche we have to also know when we say Rinpoche, it's Jabdru Rinpoche. We know who he is, we personally have connection, but that is a limited understanding of wisdom guru and also the object of refuge. In Buddha Dharma, first you really have to know Buddha. Buddha is the ultimate understanding of Buddha is Dharmakaya. Dharmakaya is just support for faith and devotion. When we draw the image of Kunduzambo, then there is image, something like form, but actually Dharmakaya is formless and beyond concept, beyond dualistic mind. Therefore, those who understand profound Buddha Dharma, then practice, internalize, and then obtain the stages of path, then become awareness holders or Vajrasattva, bodhisattvas, then in their pure vision, there is chance to connect with the Sambhogakaya, which is indivisible, inseparable with the Dharmakaya. And then those who, with dualistic mind but have faith and devotion in the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, then they manifested as Nirmanakaya. What we're talking about here is root guru, especially Jatruche's case, Tulku. Tulku is manifested as Balam being, which is Nirmanakaya, in human form, in order to lead us, in order to show us the path of Buddha Dharma. And in that case, also we have to know it's not something different from Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, but we know as human teacher. Every aspect is able to show, teach us, guide us. And then the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas manifested. The only reason is to benefit. To benefit means we think Rinpoche's or reincarnated ones come to this world and to benefit already. But that is also a very limited kind of understanding. The benefit sentient beings from Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are unlimited, limitless, inconceivable. There is no limit. This, our phenomena alone, did Rinpoche complete his enlightened activity? No. His ultimate enlightened activity is planting seeds of Buddha Dharma, the minds of sentient beings, and then if we fully realize that nature and become awakened, then Rinpoche's enlightened activity is done. And that done is not just like the enlightened activities only just connect with us and then not further, not like that. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni came to this world more than 2,500 years ago, and Guru Rinpoche also came. But their enlightenment activities, their benefit, receiving blessings and continues. We never met them, but still benefiting us. Still continuously, all the way to until entry is samsara. That is the goal. That is the Rinpoche's goal too. The way of generating bodhicitta and the way of why the manifestations occur in realms of human being and other realms. So therefore, Rinpoche is to accomplish all his enlightened activities, practice and meditate and get together is very crucial, because when we have our really normal mind is free from the five poisons. If there is any chance, then there is an opportunity to purify negative karma, and then there is an opportunity to accumulate merits. And this occasion, our mind think Rinpoche is gone. And there is something like sadness, shock, and kind of like an empty mind. And that is an opportunity to think. To think. Who is Rinpoche? Rinpoche, our teachers, is ultimately they recognize as Tulku or not. If there are qualified teachers, authentic teachers, then there are the reincarnations of Buddha. It is said when Buddha passed away, the moment of his passing away, in the Sutra of the Great Drum, Lodge, it said, Ananda, please do not cry and lamenting. But in future, I will come back as spiritual guide. I will benefit for you and others. That is the Buddha's own word. Whoever is able to teach authentic, pure, and with purest intention to benefit others, it is without recognizing reincarnation of Buddha. And Rinpoche's case is before corruption, before communists took over, when Tibet spiritually and worldly, everything intact. At that time, he is recognized as authentic Tulku, and then continued to pursue his path and practice and benefit. And also come to this world, this part of the world, and establish is not just like lost and then stuck here, but he tells us many stories, and he has predictions to go, to leave from Tibet and to find this karmically connected beings. And that's why he came, and that's why he lived here, and that's why he focused here. And a few years ago, when Kambutsurumoru came, when he gathered all Tibetan lamas, when Sangye I also included there, we heard his advice his advice is very different from any other teacher. What he said is, you all here, not because you are something up power, or have a lot of money and a lot of connection, that's why you're here, but karmically, you're brought here, all of you, karmically, you live here. And usually, Lamas come to West, and then they teach, and then try to accumulate funds, and then to establish some development in East, in Tibet or Nepal or India. He said, now it's different. We're not really rich, but no need focusing like that. You especially, you guys here, live here, focus here. Even, like he said, if you get $100, at $10 put aside and do something in this place, in this part of the world. Because this is a karmically connected place. You karmically connect this place, and you have to do something. Spiritually, teaching, and focus in this, not just focus in East, he said. That's exactly, without that advice, that's what he did. He worked hard, established many Dharma places. These Dharma places, like these temples, statues, prayer wheel runs. Some Tibetans, as Tibetans naturally, oh, that's wonderful. I can circumambulate. I can play prayer wheel, prayer wheels, accumulate merits. That's what they will think. Simple, just right away, without explanation. Westerners, a lot of them, very difficult. Why so many statues and why so many prayer wheels? But it's really benefiting continuously. Even like in Oregon, there's a statue garden. There's a little notebook. Every few months, to complete full the pages. Every note, 99% note is appreciation. They come there without knowing anything, but because of the image of Buddha, come and rest and kind of refresh and clean up. And they come again, they say. Many difficult times come and last and we appreciate. That is not just seeing, meet Rinpoche and receive teaching, but indirectly, those blossoms continues. And not only that, what Rinpoche taught, those who direct disciples, this is this moment, sit and reflect what really you received, what do you have now? Years spent on with Rinpoche, what now you can bring into your practice. And all of those is this occasion, this time is the time we're able to remember and we're able to collect ourselves. And so, in Rinpoche's case, there's 49-day in idea is really not necessary. I never heard any explanations for like associated with the mind of Guru, because Guru's mind already awakened. But disciples like us, we have a lot of things to do. in this occasion, if we practice purify negative karma and accumulate merit, this is an opportunity because this practice, Vajrasattva, Guru Yoga, Guru Vajrasattva is also very unique because whatever is you really trust in and have faith in, Buddha or Bodhisattva, we have to recognize, understand, according to our faith, according to our understanding, that much we receive blessings or benefit if we understand the Bodhisattva or Vajrasattva, outer, inner, secret, the meaning of Vajrasattva completely, then there is great hope to opportunity to accomplish our path. Because Vajrasattva is Buddha. When you say Buddha, there is no number, the numerations of Buddhas, no number. But if you try to put in a number, then 100 peaceful and wrathful deities or Buddhas. If you those 100 deities, Buddhas, brought into then 5 Buddha families, and then you put into a deity which is Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva is the Lord of all families, the principle of all, or embodiment of all Buddhas. That's why this Buddha is very special. Vajrasattva is very, very, very special. When you take Vajrasattva is object of refuge, object of accumulation, object of purifying negative karma, you also include all Buddhas without exception. That's why this Vajrasattva is very special. And then not only that, Vajrasattva is Rinpoche himself is a special connection, special understanding of Vajrasattva. He first built anything, not even place to live, then pitch tent. I've heard the stories. Pitch tent nearby the creek, and then just build a statue. Everyone thought they're crazy. Why they build just statue? There's no homes even. He built the statue first, which is Vajrasattva statue. And also, that is also that much he had faith in Buddhas in general, but especially in Vajrasattva. Whenever you go to see him, I'm sure you all know, he encouraged everyone to recite Vajrasattva practice. He always, I heard many, many times. And that's why this is also very special connection. And not only that, Tertun Kunzanima is really like a Guru Rinpoche in human form again. And he's one of his real gurus. He also revealed this Vajrasattva, what we do in these days, is for Jagtra Rinpoche. He is the Dharma keeper. The Tertons has Dharma keeper, Chubdak, like an owner of that lineage, means entrust this lineage, the Vajrasattva teachings, to Rinpoche and make sure, propagate and practice that kind of lineage, that kind of connection. And then, in general, Vajrasattva visualization and practice is Mahayana, Mahayoga category, kind of like a generation stage. In this short Kunzanima's Vajrasattva practice is really the ultimate understanding of Vajrasattva. You can visualize Vajrasattva, but also the best is if you know the nature of your mind, rest in that state, meditate. The nature of your mind is the ultimate Vajrasattva here. That's all explaining. This kind of connection, Rinpoche, just not only general connection with Vajrasattva, but especially this lineage. That's why we, as practitioners, disciples, try our best. Try our best. And cultivate faith in Buddha, in one's root guru. Then also when we see here, which is physical body is gone, even though Kudum, but still many ways gone. But the great practitioner, Milarepa, he said, first the physical teacher is as a guru, and then he relying on the teachings of Guru, his teacher. That's a lot of us, that's now, this is the occasion. Not the Guru as the Guru, but the Guru's teachings as your Guru now. You have to rely on what you received, refresh, and reconnect, not forgetting, but developing that understand and contemplation and meditation. That. And then, third, Milarepa said, then later his mind is his root guru. Some of you maybe have already that kind of confidence, but that means reconnected wisdom guru, dharmakaya guru. Again, then there is no separation. Until then, we have a lot of work. In order to accomplish that, there's so many things. Not just in order to accomplish which is enlightened activity, keeping this building is clean is not difficult. It's not focusing. But practitioners come together, practice, study, and meditate, developing or cultivate bodhicitta. Their mind is not ordinary mind become individually reconnect with the wisdom guru. That is our goal, and that is Rinpoche's wish. And there is I saw one shloka the end of this Vajrasattva practice, the Kirtan, Kunzanima's Vajrasattva daily practice, said, by the power of glorious Vajrasattva's guidance and the strength of enlightened aspiration of great Tirthan, Dharma King, and by the virtue of my own pure aspiration prayers, and may samsara be churned. Listen. Churned from the depth that bring boundless benefit to all beings. Means the virtue of my own pure aspirations. My means we can see ourselves, but also the Akruche, the Dharma keeper, or the lineage holder of his ultimate aspiration. Of course, Vajrasattva's ultimate commitment is churning. I'm not sure I understand the meaning, but churning is emptying out, root out the samsara, completely awakened all living beings in samsara. Nothing is become lived as ordinary individual. That is the goal. That is the goal of the Vajrasattva, Buddha, and the great Tirthan, Kunzanyima, and Rinpoche. And also ours too, in order to enlighten, in order to be awakened. That is the goal. So there are so many things we can think. To purify negative karma and accumulate merit is so many things, but start with the intention, our mind. Make sure at least pure intention, clean, not with any 5 poisons. And then the best practitioner without dualistic mind, wisdom phenomena. And there, of course, the accumulation of merit is 100 times, 1,000 times better than with the mind, with the devotion. But mind with the devotion is also able to accumulate merit. We say wisdom merit and ordinary merit. Ordinary merit means, sounds like ordinary is not so beautiful, but which means like accumulating that merit with the devotion. And understand the object of accumulation is something you can 100% trust. When we really, okay, maybe too much, we've stopped here, I think. Yeah. Okay. And next time we can say a few things, and I'm going to start here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.